Black Box Productions.
Seems to be an epidemic of videos all of a sudden popping up where young black male, apparently gang members, are taking flight on Hispanic street vendors. Now, I am in no way attempting to blow this issue up on my own. It's already apparently spreading across the web at epidemic proportions because every time I look up in the last couple days, I've been tagged in a video of this nature, typically by a Hispanic making an appeal to the blacks in general to assist them in helping this behavior cease, and stating otherwise they see or predict a racial situation ensuing based on these videos. I've been thinking about it, wondering like exactly what my position would or should be. It's probably something I wouldn't even speak on if I didn't get so many requests in my DM and so many people bringing it to my attention is making me aware that perhaps I may be able to say something of value on the subject to somebody that matters. Now, I'm sure that all y'all, essay-wise that's getting at me realize the section I affiliate with just made monumental steps in the opposite direction of what we see going on. And it's not like I'm directly affiliated with any of the individuals or the areas that these sections, in these sections that's of these dudes in the video. You see in the video, the dudes is chunking up their hood, saying where they from and things of that nature, and some of them. So, I in no way condone that behavior. Since y'all getting at me about it, to the SA homies, I'm gonna get at y'all like this. A lot of the messages was, they were formed with plenty of respect. And I appreciate the way y'all got at me in the sense that you got at me respectful in an attempt to make sure things don't go further. In response to that, I want to say good looking, and I also want to add that the things that's happening in videos are totally unacceptable. However, I don't want anyone to direct their anger toward anyone other than the individuals that's participating in the video to turn around and perpetuate any type of activity on anybody other than the person in the video. Like you say, it could take it elsewhere where things don't need to go. I ain't condoning it. I ain't supporting it. The actions are cowardly. But to do something to someone not involved, after that point, it's out of anybody's hands that may be my people that may have an interest in seeing this stop. That's, once it's on, it's on. And it ain't on. We got some young fools that's out here acting ignorant, and they're not doing it on the behalf of blacks. I don't know if it's drugs or just being silly. To be honest, I couldn't imagine what would motivate people to behave like this on camera. It's like, to the young blacks, do you not realize when you doing these things to apparently defenseless, older street vendors, do you not realize they have nephews, uncles, brothers, cousins, family members, loved ones that are not going to appreciate that? Put yourself in their shoes for a moment. Unless you don't love nothing, don't care about nobody, your mama or nobody, just imagine your mother suffering, your auntie, grandmother, sister suffering the same type of attack or disrespect for no reason. Now, what do you feel, what do you think your position gonna be toward the individuals that perpetrated that on them? And then you gotta also realize this too, youngster. Your actions are affecting a lot more people than yourself. 9 times out of 10, when it's time to get some get back for what you're doing, they not gonna make sure when somebody's on and somebody angry, they don't wait till they get the man responsible. They go and do something reckless just to make sure they make a splash, 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 and then it just starts splashing. That's when all type of stuff start taking place. That's 100 times 100 times 100 to a Google % unnecessary. I mean, like, it's not even like you doing things to offend people with some type of reward in place. It's really ignorant, debased behavior. We gotta be beyond that. We gotta be beyond that, y'all. Anything we don't want to tolerate, we cannot perpetuate upon nobody else. So, without me being nobody daddy, I'm not even no active gang member. And like I said, the people appearing in the videos are not even affiliated with my area, but I do understand the importance of what's going on. And if I could speak on the subject, I want to tell them young brothers, that's foul. And anybody that's in these dudes' lives that got any influence on them, we got a duty. You got a duty to get at them. Because if not only just for the sake of what's being right and what's being solid and what's being a man, we got to teach them that we're here to protect the weak, not to prey on them. Ain't nothing cool about that. Ain't nothing fly about that. And then you also are leaving yourself and others open and vulnerable for someone to violate them without cause. And, you know, we got to realize we in America. We are the minorities, the people of color that are not designed to really be a productive part of this situation out here, y'all. And they want nothing more for us to stay at each other's necks. And it's, you know, it's always been consistently some racial tension out here, but if you haven't noticed, there's been some great strides and efforts in the positive direction lately coming from both sides, and we trying to continue on that path, man. So let's let that BS stop. It's black and brown. This is LA. Wouldn't be LA without Mexicans. And it's deep because in a town where there's so much tension, racial, and I guess y'all some don't give a type, active type dudes, and you going at people that ain't got nothing to do with it. On my mama. And now you got your face on camera. And if you that active like you act like, you'll be bouncing up inside these county jails and things. Well, you're going to be outnumbered, homie. Keep that in mind. And then you're going to want the blacks that's around you to ride with you for that. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody turn you in behind that type of activity.
Snakewood Net Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned.